1,500 state workers at a youth training school will be out of a job in 2 weeks. Good evening, I'm Jessica Larche. Kathy Times is off tonight. The Mississippi Department of Human Services is cutting counselors and teachers from the Oakley Training Center. First on Fox tonight, how the cuts are hurting workers and the kids they try to help.
And I thank God for every opportunity that was here.
For 7 years, Edward Fisher counseled troubled kids sent to Oakley Training School in Raymond.
Most of them from broken homes.
From kids committing minor offenses to those who committed felonies, it was his job to get them on the right track. But that road for Fisher and 114 others hit a major roadblock this afternoon.
Ask the Lord to bless each and every individual here and take care of them.
The Mississippi Department of Human Services met with Fisher and the others. They said thanks to tight budget times, they have to cut nearly 250 people agency-wide. At Oakley, they're reducing the staff from 335 to 220.
The people who are actually hands-on doing the job, I think they got just really shortchanged.
This recently laid off teacher didn't want to show his face on camera.
And my students were upset about it.
But he wears the love he has for the troubled youth he teaches on his sleeve.
It's not just teaching them the trade, it's teaching them how to live and be respectable men in life.
You see, the school takes in kids sent to them by a youth court judge. Right now there are 51 boys and 4 girls there. Thanks to the cuts, 5 of them will be sent back to their communities.
You know, some bonds that were broken.
The cuts for both men won't easily be mended, but Fisher feels his faith is the best way to cope.
Whatever God's plan is and his will for Oakley or whatever, so may it be.
Now the workers' last day will be June 30th. They have the option of either leaving now or staying until then. Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour is having doubts about a $20 billion escrow account for oil spill victims. President Obama has insisted BP set the money aside. The company agreed to do it today. Barbour says BP needs to use its money to drill oil wells and produce revenue. He does expect BP to pay for all the losses. Millions of gallons of oil have gushed into the Gulf since a BP well erupted 8 weeks ago. And Hinds County Judge Tommy Green corrects Karen Irby's guilty plea on paper. We showed you documents signed by the judge in March. They show that Irby pleaded guilty to depraved heart murder, but it was supposed to be manslaughter. The judge filed the correction last week. A Vicksburg man is killed in Jackson after trying to stop people from breaking into his car. It happened at the Crawdad Hole in Jackson. Police say 52-year-old Franklin Sales saw people attempting to steal his car. When he tried to confront them, they hit him as they left the scene. Sales died at University Medical Center Sunday. Police are investigating this as a murder, but no arrests have been made. And it's been a stormy and hot few days this week, so let's get over to Storm Track 40 Chief Meteorologist Mike McGowan for the latest. Hey, Mike.
Hello, Jessica. Well, we're looking at Storm Track 40 live radar, and guess what? Things are perfectly clear tonight. We really dodged a bullet today here in Jackson, but let me tell you, we need some rain, especially at the western portions of Mississippi and also far eastern Louisiana, southeastern Arkansas. We're a good 10 inches below normal for where we should be for this time of year, but for now, it's going to be dry. More rain chances entering our forecast. We'll talk more about that. Right now, temperatures outside, 83 degrees in Jackson, 81 in Vicksburg, and 76 in Macomb, where they did see some rain today, a lot of rain. All right, the heat index, yep, when you factor in that humidity, you know, we're going to raise those temperatures. It feels like 91 outside in Jackson. 90 is what it feels like in the River City, and 89 down in Natchez. So tomorrow morning, about 78, mostly sunny skies out there, 84, and then at midday, 88, and a chance of rain. We're going to talk more about when the rain impacts your neighborhood coming up in the next couple of minutes. Back to you, Jessica.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, Hinds and Madison County residents are gearing up to protest a problem they say stinks. The Mississippi Department of Environmental Quality is hosting a meeting tomorrow night. It's to see how residents feel about a proposed landfill on North County Line Road. Fox 40 News reporter Haley Westbrook explains how residents have already had their fill of a landfill.
Buzzards circling and dump trucks dumping. It's an all too common sight for Hinds County resident Joanne Manning.
When the trucks are coming in and out, they leave the debris. Debris is all over the street at all times.
She didn't want to show her face, but says this landfill right next to her home just plain stinks.
I don't know anybody who has even traveled this area who says that they have not ever smelled it.
Manuel and her family have lived in this area long enough to see grandkids start to grow up. She says if they tried to move, no one would want to live next to a dump. That would make her home a tough sell.
It's awful. And to have another one right at your door, It's not a good thing. Nobody wants that.
Third in Madison County, MDEQ is giving residents like Manuel the chance to be heard. They're waiting to give a permit to landfill owners so residents can speak up.
There are laws that prohibit continuously putting these kind of facilities where they affect the same people time after time after time.
County Supervisor D.I. Smith says another landfill will have a big impact on developers in the area.
They need to come and be informed, be aware of what's going on, and be engaged in the process of letting their opinion be known.
Talking about trash in Madison and Hinds County, I'm Haley Westbrook, Fox 40 News.
All right, thanks, Haley. Now, we couldn't locate the landfill owners for comment. Residents will speak up at tomorrow night's big meeting. It's at 6:30 at the Potter House Fellowship Baptist Church on West County Line Road. The Air Division of MDEQ is making more than 100 Rankin County school buses greener. The change will help protect students' health by reducing tailpipe emissions. Stimulus funds and grants from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency are funding the project. Rankin County school officials say this will help ensure their students have a healthy trip.
We will have 40 less diesel particulate matter that will be emitted from the buses now, which is just about nil. I mean, the emissions is just, I mean, it's going to be real clean.
Now, the same type of project has been completed in Pearl, Jackson, and Clinton. Jackson Public Schools are taking motorsports to a new level. JPS is calling it the Bus Rodeo. It took place at the Trademark Building next to the Mississippi Coliseum. Drivers are put in several driving simulations. Some included driving through cones. The event helps get bus drivers some training in for the upcoming school year. And the vote is in. Mississippi Agricultural Commissioner Lester Spell will not run for re-election next year. The fourth-term commissioner announced his decision this afternoon. Spell was a veterinarian and Richland mayor before he was elected to commissioner back in '95. His position is one of 8 statewide up for election in 2011.
Fortification Street set to get a huge makeover. I'm Dustin Barnes. Coming up, why some say the new project could be bad for business.
And I'm Matt Johnson, standing by live in the Information Center. Hot Hits is next. We'll check the web for the most popular stories you're searching for. What Brian Austin Green is doing in the fastest rising spot next.